Hi, I'm Uncle Snaf, and welcome to my review on today's off-grid knives. I'm going to do the reverse Tanto Flipper. Kind of difficult to say at first, but once you see the knife, it won't be so difficult to say. This is a budget high-end knife is the best word to use. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to use the word knife. I'm going to use the word cutlery because that's really what this is. This is fine cutlery at a budget price. I can't say enough about this thing. Price point starts in there $37.95 off of their website. Amazon, you can bang one out for about $39, something around there. It's under $40. And a lot of people are looking for, and the reviews I'm seeing are always on tactical knives. Okay, I'm doing a review on a actual knife that you can use outside of a tactical situation. All right, so if we're talking self-defense, this is not the big self-defense knife. That being said, this is a utilitarian knife that is one nasty looking blade. Check this blade out. This thing is absolutely incredible. AUS 8 steel. It is polished, got their logo etched in. Looks like a laser etching and or at least an acid etching, but it looks to me like a laser etching. Very, very nice blade. Reverse Tanto means that the angle of this is in reverse of what you would normally find, which would come along here with the blade sharpened. This is actually flattened out. This is more like a utility knife style, but still extremely pointy, that kind of thing. This is the box that it comes in. Nothing fancy. They're not going to give you super fancy packaging for a utilitarian blade. That being said, out of all the high-end knife reviews that I've seen and everything like that, this thing measures up in just about every way I can imagine. First of all, let's get started off. We've got G10 for the handle, all right? Again, the G10 handle, it's been machined out and milled out wonderfully. It's extremely grippy. I really like the grippiness of it. It's not going to slip, not even in the slightest bit. All the edges have been chamfered, which is extremely nice, and fine chamfer too. This is polished chamfer, not just a machine coming along doing the edging. It's got the window breaker on it. I really like the window breaker. That's a great little feature on it. It's got the open interior. Going to keep clean, that kind of thing. This stays far away from the blade. You don't have any worries about that. It does come with a really nice blade stop here. I like the blade stop. It's thick, it's heavy, it's very positive. And honestly speaking, the flipping mechanism on it is absolutely wonderful. It's an assisted spring, so it's going to come out not super fast, not super slow. It's very nice. It's perfect. I couldn't think of a more perfect type knife. It's also not real hard to open. It doesn't take a lot of energy, but it's not going to come open easy. I can't shake it open. I can't knock it open, that kind of thing. It's difficult. You can see it's got a good detent on it, all right? But when it comes to opening, a little bit of pressure, probably about a 5 or 6, pops right open, not a problem. Again, AUS 8 steel. I'm digging the steel on it. The polished look is absolutely incredible, all right? One thing I'm not digging. Let's go a couple things I'm not digging, all right? The clip. I like the clip. I like the position of the clip. It is a blade up thing, but the clip could use a little bit more bend here to get in and out of the pocket. This is a utilitarian knife, so you're going to take it in and out of your pocket a lot more than you would, say, a tactical carry, something like that. Even though I would call it an everyday carry, you're going to use this knife. This is actually going to be a working blade. This isn't something that you're just showing off to your friends saying, hey, look at me, I'm cool, I've got a carry knife. All right, this is something that you're going to actually use to do some work, and that's what I really dig about it. So this clip could be a little bit thicker, a little bit beefier, but it's not a bad clip. It's not a weak clip by any stretch of the imagination. Also, the other thing I'd like to see a little bit more with these, and again, this is nitpicking at the most, but I'd like to see a little bit more chamfering and maybe this a little bit larger on the locking mechanism. But the locking mechanism is very positive. You can see it comes across there nicely. It's beveled, so it comes on and off very easily. Not a problem there. Closing the knife is not a problem. The only other issue I have with this knife at all is that I'm a left-handed person, and so I have to struggle with everything like everybody who's left-handed has to. but it's a right-handed knife. That being said, being left-handed, it opens just fine for me, and honestly speaking, I can still close it without any issues. Yes, I have to put my finger across the blade in order to close it. Sure, that's probably a little bit more dangerous. Be careful with it, no big deal. Just because I'm left-handed doesn't mean that it's not hard to work with. So I'm not going to complain at all. Like I said, the quality of this knife is absolutely phenomenal. For a budget knife under $40, there's no complaints, none whatsoever. Ball bearings in here, again, makes it very nice and smooth. Add a little gun oil to it and keep it lubed up properly. She'll last you year after year after year phenomenally. All right. Here's something that I thought is really cool. All right. You get a good knife out of the manufacturer, and they're going to be sharp. But honestly speaking, I have never found a utilitarian knife to be that kind of sharp ever in my lifetime. It cuts through this stuff like butter, and it just comes out of the factory like that. I mean, it's just unbelievable how incredibly sharp this blade is. It actually kind of makes me nervous because of how sharp this blade is. Not really, but I just say that to be polite. I'm stunned with the sheer potential that this knife has. This is just looks like it's going to be a knife that's going to last a long time. Very pleased with the build quality on it. Everything is absolutely incredible. Again, you got to check these guys out. This is Off-Grid Knives. Again, midline knives. All right, not like the big high-end $200 and some odd knives. This is going for under $40. There are other knives. They got other knives that go for around $60. But they're making just phenomenal stuff. I love their designs. I love the quality. Let's get into real quick on the size here before we go. This is going to be an 8-inch knife. It's a little bit bigger. All right, not a small knife, but not a huge knife. Moderate size utility knife. All right, 8 inches closed. We're looking at about 4 3/4. Again, not bad. And the weight on it is just a little heavy, but again, this is a knife that's going to be working. If your knife needs a knife, this is the knife it's going to go to. Oh yeah, I've heard that one before. All right, but just giving you guys a heads up, this is a great knife, and I can't say enough about this thing. The window breaker, everything. Also, again, looking at all the fixtures on it, everything's done with Torx head fittings. I can't say enough. So go check these guys out. Off-Grid Knives. This is the reverse Tanto Flipper. Beautiful knife. Definitely worth the money. I'm sold. I am absolutely 100% sold with these guys. Love this thing. Go check them out. See ya.